Hello there! This is the astrological forecast for Scorpio for March 2009. And this also applies if you have a Scorpio ascendant. Well, Scorpios, I hope February has been kind to you, and March is going to centre around the home, family, your creative endeavours and your work. These are going to be the major focus areas of this next month. So let's start out with the Sun. The Sun until the 21st of March is in your 5th house. So for you, this is a great time actually for anything that's creative, anything that's entrepreneurial, anything where you're taking charge of business and doing something out in the world that is strictly you, that you're in charge of, that you are the maker or the breaker of the destiny that you are creating. So it's quite an exciting time. It's a time when you can be out there and being Scorpio, yes, you like to keep a little bit in reserve and keep things a little shrewdly back sometimes, but with the Sun in the 5th, this isn't the time to hold back. This is the time to really come out and go forwards and maybe come a little bit forward out of your comfort zone, because with the Sun in this 5th, it really is shining anything that is creative and will draw people to you magnetically, especially if you have anything that's exciting in the way of business affairs. So after the 21st of March, it goes into your 6th house. And at this point, it's time to shine in your work. It's time to get down to work, to maybe be involved with your community, to do something on a social level, and also to look at your health, to make sure that you're taking care of your health and that anything that needs to be done in the health field, you actually go ahead, book an appointment and follow through on. Now, we've got Mercury. Mercury, along with Jupiter and Mars, are in your 4th house. So there's a lot of energy right now going into the home area, Scorpio. Maybe you're feeling a little insecure in some ways about the home and family area, and you're wanting to lay down roots and plan the future. My suggestion to you would be not to do anything too rash at this time. There's a tendency with Jupiter in this house to feel as though to look at things in a very optimistic light, but maybe to miss some of the details. So make sure if you are thinking of moving or changing your home situation, make sure you've looked at all the details that are involved with it. It might be best to stay put and renovate or do something different with where you are rather than making the move at this point. However, you'll be enjoying putting energy into the home, possibly having some nice meals and some nice food, and also some private time, which you very much need, Scorpio. Then we've got Mercury after the 9th of March going into your 5th house. So this further amplifies the Sun being there until the 21st of March as well. So again, a very creative time for you. Very good time if you want to spend time with children or do something that's playful. Do something that gives you pleasure, that takes you a little out of that great intensity and seriousness that you tend to have from time to time, Scorpio. After the 26th of March, Mercury goes into your 6th house, and again, another boost of communicating about what it is you want and you need in your work area. And you'll probably be coming up with some new ways to save resources and to do things in a more efficient way. And we've got Mars up until the 16th of March in your 4th house, then the 5th house, and as I mentioned, lots of creative energy there. Venus is in your 6th house all month. So you will be finding that you're taking pleasure in your work. It's actually something that you're really rather enjoying, and enjoying the focus that you're putting on your work. Now, after the 6th, 7th of March, Venus goes retrograde, and it's retrograde until about the 17th of April. So this is a great time for creative and artistic endeavours, but it is not a time to do any redecorating, to have cosmetic surgery, any beauty treatments, or to change your hairstyle, because they never turn out quite as you would like, or you've got to repeat the exercise. Very often happens with a retrograde, you end up doing something twice. Also, it's not a time to go out and buy new clothes and new jewellery. It's just a time maybe to go to the dollar store and find something really cheap and cheerful that you really enjoy. That's fine during the retrograde, but don't spend lots of money, because very often with a big ticket item, you find that you just don't know what you saw in it when Venus goes direct. It's a time when you will become more introspective about your relationships, and for you, with it being in the 6th house, particularly your work relationships, you may be re-evaluating what's happening with my relationships at work. What's important here? You may have new insights into the way you relate in your work, financially and on a personal level. So this can all happen during the Venus retrograde period. So Scorpio, focus a lot on home, family, creative, entrepreneurship and pleasure, and your work and service area. Those will be the focus for you this March, and I wish you a very good month, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.